But there will be baseball senior day as well between the Sooners and the Hogs coming off game 1. Yes.
Well, Gackles definitely has the potential to have an exceptional game. The stuff is there. It all gets down to Gackle in his command. Legend Augie Garrido at Texas.
There's a big wave and a miss at 95 MPH, and walk doesn't walk. He's down on strikes from Gackle to get off to good starts. Certainly probably the case for Gackle, although that one is skied out to left. Ruiz doesn't see the baseball. Where is it? And it is a foul ball. Ruiz was running along the warning track. I didn't see it. I was watching him. The Sooners think they have a home run, and now Kevin Sweeney says it is a home run. Did he lose it too? That ball was up and out, and Troy, I never saw it.
I never saw it either.
You see it go straight up in the air. Watch Ruiz. Right now he doesn't know where it's at. What do you got, Troy?
I don't know. I was trying to find the fans and see what they had, but a big strikeout for Gabe Gackle. But
home run. Sooners lead 1-0 today, and that fastball is over the inside corner for strike 3.
Currently on the challengeable plays.
Harris will poke one to Pompey, a third, who is playing in. Pompey throws out Harris, and Gackle has a perfect second inning. DVH at his monthly luncheon. New will spank one out to right field. This ball starts to travel. It's going to disappear. Hit the top of the building. Back-to-back games for Micah New with the homer. That is Arkansas's 15th long ball in their last 5 SEC games, counting today.
106 off the bat. How about 406 feet? Again, not a bad pitch. That's up and away. But again, it was about chest high.
So another lefty-lefty matchup, and he'll wear that one. Zach's not afraid to take the HBP this inning. Stewart hit by a pitch. Stewart's running. That ball's laced. That's a line drive to the gap in left center and beyond. Into the hog pen. A laser beam from Pompey. 115 off his bat. The second homer for the Razorbacks this inning. And it's 3-1 Hogs. Plus games now for Arkansas.
That is a fastball right down the chute, and it's kind of funny. Zach Stewart got out to second base and stopped, and I don't know if he just wanted to admire that baseball going over the fence, but there was no way that the center fielder or left fielder were going to get to it. Ball games.
There's a ball punched down the first base line. That is a fair foul. It's fair. Gackle with the leaping reception, and he gets it out. With you, that's a great job by Peck to get their spin and throw. That one's grounded off the glove of Souza as Peck was retreating to the base, and Connor Larkin. But they also know Ryder Helfrich's behind the plate. Walk will stroke one down the line in right, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. Stewart has a long run to go get the baseball. Larkin is going to be held at third. And down a couple of runs, he is not waved in. Gackle would love his 4th strikeout. Ground ball to Souza instead. The run will score, and Johnson retired. It's a 3-2 game. Johnson picks up RBI number 38. Gackle ready with a payoff, and that one's hit in the air to right center field. New will have room. Glides into the alley. They're waiting to make the catch and end the inning. I almost feel like that might be the changeup that looks different than other changeups. That is
the shoes on this swing right here.
Well, Helfrich took off. Larkin able to glove it, but his throw to second is not in time. Helfrich was in no man's land. Cahill really bouncing that bat off his back shoulder, but he was a spectator on ball 4. So that's 8 in a row. Oh, my goodness. The last thing Johnson wanted to do was hit Souza on an 0-2 pitch to load the base. As are we. 2-2 pitch, a chopper up the middle. Bobbled by Branch. He will get the force at second, but a run will score. Branch, big pitch early in this game. New will run. The payoff misses to Stewart. And Arkansas has the bases loaded again, so don't take those spear hats off. Stewart at first. Wave and a miss. Pompey will K. Mercurius able to end the inning. Arkansas gets a run. They leave the bases loaded. They did not have very good competition in the SEC. Gamble launches one out to right. Stewart on the move. He's back to the track, and he'll make the catch. Instead, they win the game, win the series, have that feel-good nature. Harris sprays one out to right, starting to travel. It's going to carry into the Razorback bullpen. That is just the second home run of the season for Harris, but the Sooners aren't going away.
Would have been last season with more victories, myself included.
Another one hard hit into the hole. Back it up by Koschel. Nice pick. Airs that throw out. Nice reach from Peck. Branch retired. Unlikely candidates like Turner, like Peck. That ball is hammered, and it's fair. And it's down the line and left as Brock will chase. That ball was deadened as it went down the line, but Peck will cruise to the second base with a double, and he is quickly becoming a fan favorite. There's a bouncing ball to Branch. It's going to advance Peck. Ruiz is out, and there's one gone as Peck goes to third.
Pitch.
But just missed. LaChance was hoping he had. Helfrich will chop one to short. Can the Sooners get two? There's one. Relay throw to first. Not in time. A run will score. Helfrich gets an RBI in the fielder's choice. And that's the athleticism and the speed from a catcher. Aloy will swing and foul tip one into the glove of LaChance. Big rip, no contact, inning over. Arkansas adds a run.
Different arm slots.
That was a defensive swing and a tapper that's almost in no man's land. Helfrich will pick it up, but he has no chance to get Camden Johnson. That is a rides up and in. That's ball four. That was a little bit of a respectful sequence.
Yeah, Parker Coyle is one of those steady Eddie guys for Dave Van Horn and Matt Hobbs. He's going to throw a lot of strikes. You can see the strikeout to walk ratio is just impeccable.
Another 1-2. Softly hit by the mound. Souza's there. He'll throw to first to retire Willits. And in the fifth inning, Coyle strands a couple of inherited runners. Out 15 Longhorns. As Souza's going to take the walk to begin the bottom of the fifth inning.
Respects the game.
Here's a payoff. That's not close. So that is ball four. A couple of walks. What does Leon do now? There's a chopper up the middle. Can Willits get there? The second baseman, Branch will instead, and he's able to throw to first to retire Peck. Nice.
More hilarious.
Gamble's going to wave and miss. So Parker Coyle quickly disposes of Gamble, who's getting ready to gesture about that swing, and that one's lined into right by Harris, who homered earlier. Their father, Cliff, changed quickly. That ball lifted in the air, left center field. Mike Anu back, looks up, it's gone, it ties the game. It did happen quickly. Kyle Branch hits his second home run of the year. Harris hit his second earlier. Maybe some unlikely Sooners playing long ball, and it's a 5-5 contest.
Yeah,
3-2. Payoff coming. Coyle gets the wave and a miss. Dickerson will K.
Time to stay loose.
Hitters count for Kojal, and that is ball four. He waited an extra tick in case James full to Helfrich. Kojal's not running. The pitch is down. That's ball four, and back-to-back walks, so that is now 9. LaChance sets up outside, and that is on the corner, strike 3. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts in that inning. What a job by Stevens to come on out of the bullpen. Johnson and LaChance. Hard hit, knocked down by Kojal. But Jason Walk will have the infield single to begin the 7th inning. That's his second hit. 0-2. Sent out to left center field. New on the move will have to take it on a bounce. Walk to second. He will hold. New got a really good break. He was shaded in that direction, but still did not have a chance.
A sinker ball pitcher. So that's what Arkansas is looking for, is a ground ball right here.
Eves checks the runners and delivers, and that's laced to the gap in right center field. That's down. It's going to bounce and go all the way to the fence. Walk will score. Johnson around third. He's going to have a chance to score and will on a 2-run double from Dayton LaChance, and the Sooners lead at 7-5. Sooners have really been pesky since. Willits will lift one to center, and New, sunglasses glistening, camps underneath it. He's going to make the catch. He was trying to get behind that ball to do just that. If he can get an extra couple of steps off that base where maybe he can score in a base hit. That's right to Kojal, and had to make a strong throw, and he did, to retire Brock. So Eves gives up the double, but then retires 3 in a row. Pitch from Stevens, cut on a missed. New will K, that's a big first out. There. Stevens. And that's ball 4. So he came back with that curve. As far as it'll go, here comes the payoff. Wave and a miss. Another strikeout today, and Arkansas has left 10 men on base. But Tate McGuire comes on to pitch. He is the 4th for the Razorbacks and a Sooners 7-5 advantage. A couple of runs in the 6th, then a couple of runs in the 7th. Another one hit high in the air to deep right field off the bat of Harris. He came into the game with 1 home run of the season. He's hit 2 today. And the Sooners get a little bit of separation, 8-5 Oklahoma.
Boy, no doubter, just a hanging breaking ball that Harris absolutely jumps on in this ball game.
It's a high pop-up that Helfrich is going to shade his eyes, toss the mask aside, and make the catch for out number 2. 3-1 to Jason Walk, and Walk will lift one to right center, and this ball will have a little bit of carry, but Stewart should have a play. He's back on the track and will make the catch. Counts full to Koschel, and that is walk number 11. Unless he wants to feel spunky. Helfrich will single to left center field. Koschel's going to make the turn, head to third, will make it without a throw, and Helfrich with the base hit to put runners on the corners in the top half in sunshine, waiting on the 2-2. Hit hard, picked by the shortstop Willits, but then he bobbled it. Cuhillo's safe. A run will score. It's 8-6. And Troy, that's a double play ground ball if he can come up with it. A walk and a hit by pitch. Ground ball up the middle, but it'll find its way into center field. Helfrich will turn third. He's going to score. On his way to third base is Aloy, and this is a one-run game. Straight Razorbacks have reached. New will stroke one to center field. Down for a base hit, tie game. Aloy comes across. It's 8-8, and the Razorbacks have played it 3 runs this inning. It has been their frame. Hard hit, fair ball, down the line and right. Souza will score. New with great speed. He's going to be waved in. Harris bobbled the baseball. 2 will score. Zach Stewart has put the Razorbacks in front 10-8.
It looks like kind of one of those max effort.
Let's poke to first. Taki there. They'll bring it back to the bag. Retire. Pompey is 2-0 the count. That's a ground ball that's going to trickle into right center field for a base hit. Turner home to score. It's a 6-run half inning for the Razorbacks, and an 11-8 after a walk and a single made things complicated. Another ground ball, another seeing eye single, and another run as Rutenbar comes home. A 7-run inning. Koschel sends one out to center. Walk over, dives, and makes the catch. Something had to go right for the Sooners this inning. Tremendous effort from Walk. The Razorback closer, Ethan McIlvain.
I think this is a good move by Dave Van Horn and Matt Hobbs. You want to close this game out.
20 or 30 minutes. That is right over the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Consistency in this gauntlet of a league, and that's a wave and a miss, and that's back-to-back Ks. Or get one more out. The pitch, line to left. It's hard to keep Willits over the course of a day, so gets the single, a 1 for 5. And that is ball 4. So a 2-out single, then the walk. Oklahoma needs one more base run to the plate. Lifted to center. New gliding back at the track, at the fence. He's got it, ball game over. A souvenir for the fans in Arkansas with a 7-run 8th inning, rallies for the victory over the Sooners, and they take the series.
Well, I think that Arkansas is going to look back on this one. It felt like a couple ball games, but they took advantage of it, and they left a lot of runners on base, struck out a lot, but found a way to win the ball game, and that's all that counts.